Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to the season finale here in the Colorado Tech Lions Dynasty. We have shocked the world here in season number 2. 9-2 on the year, the number 5 team in the country. And really, we've gotten there because we have been consistent. We have lost to only top 15 teams. And so far, we are continuing this dominance. Even though we're probably not going to play for the conference championship, we are not going to play. Not probably, we are not. We will go against Antonio Robinson in the final game. He was the lone transfer portal quarterback to come to this conference. And they also have Adrian Johnson, who is absolutely killing it this year. 15 touchdowns. He's got speed, and he's not even 80 overall, having a great year. And this Cincinnati team is fighting for a possible bowl bid here in this game, so they will definitely put their best foot forward. Now, this is the episode to submit your recruit. Now, we have 2 scholarships left for this season. We have 10 commits. But looking at the next season, we will need some new custom prospects to create, so make sure you guys get the submission in below, and the template is in the description, and we will see what you guys come up with. Let's get the last game of the season underway, as here is the freshman James Wilkins, one of those impact guys that we recruited that we didn't think he would have that type of impact, but he has been our kick returner and also been an impact slot cornerback. So here we go on offense to start this game. The first pass is out to the right side. It's going to be the junior Kentrell Craft with a catch for a gain of 11 yards. Now, BJ Johnson has thrown for a career high in touchdowns this year in yardage, but here's a handoff to Calvin Smith, who puts it on the ground right away. Calvin Smith came into the fold this season as a freshman and has kind of been up and down. We thought that he had a couple of good games early, but as of late, he has been struggling. He puts the ball on the ground right there. Robinson in the game for the first time today. He hands off to Maurice Little for a gain of 3, as that eventually brings it to a 3rd and 7 for the Cincinnati offense. Robinson throws quickly, and that one is deflected by the freshman James Wilkins. I just mentioned how good he is just being an all-around athlete on special teams, on defense. We get them to settle for 3 at least after the turnover. Here we are on offense. Mike Barone picks up a gain of 12. He leads us in this year in catches and also yards. He is second on the team in touchdowns. 2nd and 10, throwing to the right side. That one is incomplete. BJ Johnson just kind of threw that one into the ground, bringing it to a 3rd and 10. Johnson in the pocket, rolling to the right side, makes a man miss. He stops and thinks about throwing and then throws at the last second. Incomplete. Cincinnati with some good defense early on to start this game on the first 2 drives. We punt this ball away. This one's knocked around and somehow ends up in the hands of Elijah Green. Take a look at this. The Cincinnati player is actually out of bounds, but the ball is still in play. So it is still live here. It bounces around, goes past Elijah Green, between his legs actually, kicked by a Cincinnati special teamer, and it's just a race to the football, and Elijah Green gets there first. What a weird series of events there. Play action fake at the 10, throwing to the end zone. It's a touchdown. We capitalize on the special teams gaffe, and it's now a 7-3 start here for CTU. Did not see that coming at all for our first score. So here is Cincinnati's offense out onto the field, and that is going to be a loss of 1. Joseph Crawford Jr. and Jamarcus Lexington were there. 2nd and 11. Another draw play. This one stops in the backfield, and it looked like Smoke Wyatt was there, but Joseph Crawford there again for the hit. 3rd and 12. Here is Robinson throwing to the right side. This is going to be caught by Richards, and it will be a stop. Jerome Henry, Tyler Ashley, they were all there. Tyler Ashley is actually on the list for some awards at the end of the season, which we'll recap at the end of this episode. So here is BJ Johnson back out onto the field. That one will be a gain of 8 on that scramble, bringing it to the 20-yard line after a good punt. 3rd and 2, running Kraft in motion. Good blocking. Calvin Smith Still in the game. He reaches out for the first down marker. 3 rushes for 1 yard. I can't wait until next year. We got some new backs coming in. It's going to be exciting to see what we do at the running back position. BJ Johnson this time scrambling to the right side. We're definitely going to miss his running ability. If it wasn't for his scrambling ability, I'm not sure how good we would actually be. Here is Johnson this time, running the speed option to the right side. And he takes it for a gain of 11. His backup, David Potter, is more of a pocket passer. We've seen him in a couple of games this year, but BJ definitely has changed the offense this year, especially with his accuracy from the pocket, as he finds Kentrell Craft for a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 handoff. This is Calvin Smith with a carry up the middle. It goes for a first down. I like these nice long drives because it really does show our potential with this offense. Here's a quick throw to left side. This is Adrian Shields who has it for a gain of 9. Now here we are at the 25. This drive continues. Another first down. Here's a screen pass out to left side. Calvin Smith fighting forward for a gain of 9 now. As his first quarter winds down, we try to get one more play off before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 1. BJ rolls, throws to the end zone. Mookie Richardson. It's a touchdown. Those nice long drives like that make you feel good. We just went 88 yards, scored the touchdown. Mookie Richardson at the end of that one. And it's going to be a 14-3 start here for CTU. Here's an option play. Antonio Robinson trying to run this one, and that's a big-time hit by the true freshman Smoke Wyatt. He could end up being a freshman All-American as well. 3rd and 11 this time. Draw play. Little up the middle. It's going to be a stop. Sion Okafor is there. Man, our defensive line, Bo Rocky, Sion Okafor, Alec Robinson, all these guys, they have really stepped up. And now that leads us to a 2-loss season if we can finish this one out. Here is Calvin Smith getting another carry, 7 for 22 so far. He remains in the game now for a play-action fake. BJ throws to the right side. This is Cookie Rockman. He picks up the first down. He has 3 reception touchdowns this season from the fullback position. So here is Johnson, another quick throw. Adrian Shields has it. This one is going to be a gain of 17. Good throw by BJ. He just shows that accuracy from the pocket as he continues this drive. Quick throw to left side. Jackson now getting involved for a gain of 13. We don't have too many graduating receivers, so we will return a lot of the receiving core back, including Mike Marone, who drops that pass. He by far leads this team in drops this year. Add another one to the column. 3rd and 7 now. BJ Johnson in the pocket, throwing to the end zone. It's Mike Marone. This time he holds on to it. 12 of 16 to start this game. 3 passing touchdowns by BJ Johnson, and we're still in the 2nd quarter. It has been an absolutely dramatic turnaround that we've seen from BJ Johnson from year 1 to year 2, especially throwing the football. Here is Antonio Robinson, though, the transfer from Miami. He throws across the middle and finds his leading receiver, Andrew Jones, for the first time today. It's a gain of 31. Running the read option now with a good throw on the last play. Here's a run to left side, breaking a tackle. He picks up a gain of 12. Inside the red zone now at the 16. Handoff to Kirk, who has a wide open hole inside the 5. Vernon Kirk gets to the 4. It's a 1st and goal situation. They come out here with the jumbo set, 11 personnel. Handoff, Little to the right side. It's a touchdown. And that will get Cincinnati into the end zone for the first time today. 21-10. And we'll see if we can put together a nice drive before halftime, hopefully using all of the clock. So 3:17 to go. BJ in the pocket. Quick throw to Calvin Smith, and he's going to put it on the ground again. A big-time hit by Cincinnati once again on Calvin Smith, his 2nd fumble of the day. That just leaves a sour taste in your mouth right there. Fumbling twice in the season finale is just not going to cut it, especially going into a possible bowl game where we could be in a high-stakes game. So here we go on defense, 21-10. Here is Little with a handoff, throwing a stiff arm and spinning forward. It's a gain of 17. Cincinnati threatening to score now. Bring it to within 1 score. Could they do it? Quick throw. It's a touchdown. Andrew Jones, his 16th touchdown of the season. That is by far a school record for him. Congratulations. And now here we are within 4. And Cincinnati has come all the way back. Here is BJ Johnson rolling, throwing to the left side, and he's got Mike Marone. And he holds on to this one at about the 34-yard line. It's funny with Mike Marone. He drops the open passes, but then all of a sudden the ones in traffic he's catching, like this one, gain of 8, right to Mike Marone. We lose a couple on second down. Here's a throw to the sideline. This one's Marone again, gain of 17. He just has a knack for getting open. That's one thing he's improved upon going from year 1 to year 2. And we get into field goal range, knock that one through, making it 24-17. We'll see if we can close out this 2-loss season in the second half. So here we go. One more half of football. Cincinnati has come to play today, 17-24, especially on defense. The first pass is out to the right side. Andrew Jones has it, and he beats Jerome Henry in coverage. But maybe that was a cover 3 variation where the safety was supposed to get over there, but he didn't get there in time. Here is Little with the handoff to the right side. Jamarcus Lexington along with Jerome Henry, who was out there. Loss of 1. 3rd and 11 this time. Robinson throws to the left side, and he's got Richards beating Elijah Green for a gain of 14. It's going to be a 1st and goal to go. They get it to a 2nd and goal now. Tyler Ashley with the tackle in the backfield. Add another big play for Tyler Ashley to his resume. 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line now. Antonio Robinson trips to the right side. Here he is throwing to the end zone and was looking for his receiver in the back of the end zone. And it looks like Tyler Ashley was in the area. They will settle for 3. Here is BJ now running the read option. He takes to the right side. That's a big time gain for him. And it's going to be a 1st down. So now here we go. Play action fake, and the pressure gets in there. It's going to be a sack, loss of 7. And now here we are back at the 35. BJ Johnson running the read option, and he picks up a lot of the yardage back. It's a gain of about 14 yards. So now at the 48-yard line, this is a 3rd and 3. Quick throw to the right side. This one's caught. Mike Marone for a gain of 6. 7 for 98, 2 touchdowns. Mike Marone is having one of those classic games, especially for a tight end. That's huge. Here's a quick throw to the right side. This is Flint Steele, the freshman, who has a gain of 14. I was looking for Flint Steele to have a much bigger impact this year, but maybe he's warming up for that in the future. So here is Adrian Johnson into the game. We actually benched Calvin Smith after those 2 fumbles, bringing Adrian Johnson, and now Smith checks back in. 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw to the right side. Here is Kentrell Kraft, who gets lit up but picks up the 1st down on that one. 3 for 21 only in this game. And another nice long drive here to end the 3rd quarter. Quick throw to the right side. It's Jackson. 4 touchdown passes in this game. BJ Johnson with just one of those efficient games. 20 of 26. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions as we go into the 4th quarter up by 11. So here's Robinson handing off to Kirk this time on the counter play, and he picks up a gain of 14. One thing we have done very, very well this year is stop the pass. But versus teams that are specializing in throwing the football, we struggle like this. Cincinnati is moving the ball at will. I think it's really their play calling which is kind of keeping them in this game. They have been throwing the ball more than they've been passing. But here is Kirk with the draw play. This is where they lose the yardage because our defense is right there. It's Sion Okafor and Tim Ito, who is a special teams ace. He gets in for a tackle. 3rd and 13. Here's a quick throw. The pressure gets right there. It's caught by Kirk, but a loss of 1. And wow, everybody's chipping in today. Even we have some old special teamers coming in and making some tackles. That's amazing. I love to see that. That was Keon Johnson on the tackle. So here we are back on offense, 23-31. And here is Mike Marone. He goes over 100 yards with that catch and run. And now there's about 3 minutes to go. Here is Johnson rolling to the right side, looking for somebody to throw it to. He throws it to the last second, and he's going to have Jackson for a gain of 17. You got to think we're going to try to use some clock here, maybe end this game on this drive. 2 minutes to go. Here is Johnson rolling to the right side, and that one's incomplete. He should not have thrown that into the ground. He should have thrown it way earlier to Marone. Now we go for it on the 4th and 8. Here is Johnson throwing across the middle. It's incomplete. The coach wanted us to go for it on that play to end this game, and instead we give Cincinnati one more shot. 23-21 now. Here is Robinson. In the pocket he goes down. Bo Rocky gets to him. It's a loss of 7. This clock continues to run. They run the hurry up here at their own 35. 2nd and 17. He gets hit on the throw, and it ends up being a duck, but it's completed to Brandon Richards. Gain of 5. This clock is still running here. This is a 3rd and 12. Antonio Robinson in the pocket. Throws to his running back Little out of the backfield, who breaks a tackle and does fall forward for the first down, but also a horse collar tackle, another 15 yards tacked on. That's just devastating right there. 1st and 10. Here's a draw play to Vernon Kirk. Only a gain of 3. I'm not sure why they attempted to run that one, but they call their second time out here. 3rd and 7. This time, screen pass call. They get it out to Little, and he does get hit hard by Bernard Benjamin. What a tackle. Loss of 3. 4th and 10. This is the game. Antonio Robinson in the pocket. Avoids a sack and throws it, and that's incomplete. Jaden Alcala, who leads us in interceptions, just drops that one, but we didn't need it. We just needed it to be knocked down, and we will finish with a 10-2 record here in season number 2. What a game from BJ Johnson. 4 touchdown passes today, and we get the victory. It feels good to win games like this where the other team's playing like actually really good, way better than what their record shows, and we end up getting the win. But man, I love to see what CTU is doing here in this season. I've had a lot of fun playing this season, and I'm looking forward to the following seasons. Obviously, we are the number 5 team in the country. A lot of you guys said that we are definitely overachieving and we should not be ranked this high, but it is what it is. We're kind of in the Big 12. We don't dictate the polls. Now, one mistake I did make in telling you guys was that there will be a playoffs, but there actually won't be, because when you import a team builder, it's actually not allowed. It's only when you start with a just standard dynasty with the standard teams. That's when the playoff tool, the playoff utility tool works, but it does not work with a team builder. So we will go off the BCS like the old system before there was a playoff. So we will either have to be 1 or 2 to make the national championship, but we'll see where we end up. Well, the BCS polls, we are at number 4, at least is the coaches poll, same as the BCS as well. And we are sitting here behind Clemson, who I think is in the ACC championship along with North Carolina. That will be interesting. So I think that either way, we're kind of out of the national championship. So for those who are worrying about it's too early for you to get to a national championship, we probably won't be in it this year anyway. But now let's just recap this season. BJ Johnson was electric. 2,900 yards, 66% completion percentage. That's amazing. Throwing 27 touchdowns was something that I did not think that BJ Johnson could do, because last year he absolutely struggled with his accuracy. This year it's been a whole lot better, and he has not turned the football over. 7 interceptions. I mean, that is just a dramatic change from last year. And then David Potter came in. He was the more accurate quarterback, but when he came in, it was like we were missing something as far as our run game, but as far as throwing the football, Potter was very, very good. I'm excited for his sophomore season next year. BJ Johnson ran for a team-high 503. I'm just looking forward to next year. We have some recruits like Joshua Livenhauser coming in, some other guys who we will talk about next episode as well. But we tried to run the football. We gave the ball to Jack Solomon, who changed to a running back as well. We tried everything really to get the run game involved. It just didn't work this year. But the one thing that did was Mike Marone. He definitely came on, but dropped 11 balls. I mean, it was terrible. Like, he actually lost a couple. I would say he lost one of those 2 games that we lost. And I think it was the West Virginia game where he had that dropped touchdown pass from David Potter. And then from there, West Virginia just like ran with it. And it kind of hurt us. But Kentrell Kraft did not have an 1,000-yard season. I was expecting him to go over 1,000, have this huge year. He had 8 touchdowns, which led our team. But besides that, he didn't really have a huge season. We had some good complementary receivers. Adrian Shields stepped up this year. Flint Steele had a decent freshman year, so he wasn't bad. 494, 3 touchdowns. Jackson also had 3 touchdowns as well. And you know, blocking this year was actually very much improved. We didn't give up anybody over, what am I saying? We didn't give up 3 sacks by anybody. Samuel Drew, our right tackle, gave up 3. Nobody else gave up 3. I mean, it was just probably the best year I've ever had for an offensive line pass protecting. But I credit that a lot to Bcs Johnson. He was a mobile quarterback. He was able to escape pressure. So I credit that a lot to him. But I've never given up that few of sacks in a season. It was incredible. How about Smoke White as a freshman leading our team in tackles, at least tying with Tyler Ashley, who was pretty much a bona fide preseason All-American. He was amazing. Lexington actually led us with 17 tackles for loss. I did not think he had that many, but he was very, very good stopping the run, not just stopping the pass. And then also we had a very good season from a lot of other players like Jaden Alcala, but getting after the quarterback was something that everybody did. We didn't have one premier pass rusher. We just had a team of guys who kind of teamed up and did their thing. Chad Gray came in as a freshman. He had 2 sacks. That's not a lot, but coming in as a freshman and you're barely getting on the field, that was a big feat for him. And then as far as interceptions, Jaden Alcala had 4. I believe he had 3 in the first 4 games and then had 1 the rest of the way. And then Tyler Ashley had 3. Bernard Benjamin had 3. Vincent Showcross even had 1 as well. Now looking at the award winners, how about Tyler Ashley? The Bednarik Award. He is #1 right now, which is amazing to be one of the best defenders in the country. Kevin Presley from West Virginia ends up winning an award. He was amazing versus us. I believe he ran for over 102 years in a row versus us. And then looking at the other awards, the Buckus, actually Smoke White was up there. And then for the Thorpe Award, Tyler Ashley will win that one as well. So 2 awards for Tyler Ashley, which is amazing. And now we conclude the season. We are projected to go to the Rose Bowl and face Clemson, but obviously we'll have to see what the ACC championship is like because North Carolina is the #2 team in the country. Clemson is #3. I believe they play each other. I'm not sure, but at least one of those teams will probably be bumped up to #1, or at least #2, I meant, because they are in the same conference. So we will likely play in the Rose Bowl. I'm not sure who it will be against. I guess it depends on the ACC championship, but we'll have to see. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Hope you guys enjoyed the regular season. No college football playoff, but next episode will be the Rose Bowl game. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still trying to fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war.